Look, at the moment there is no confirmation, but we guys will let you know exactly what the situation will be. Hopefully he's going to be available, but everything you want to get to know before the start of the series. Look, honestly, we are not even looking what's going to happen in the World Test Championship, whether we're going to qualify. Every series is important. As simple as it can get. When you play for your country, when you represent your country, every series is important, irrespective of what has happened in the past. For us, I think two good teams playing against each other, and obviously we're absolutely keen to go out there and perform and try and win the series. Obviously, there is Ishwaran there is KL there. So we will take a call closer to the first test match if Rohit is not available. There are options there. It's not that there are no options there. There are quite a lot of options in the squad. So once it gets closer to the first test match, we'll try and play the best playing 11 who's going to do the job for us. No, I think we've got 9 days before the pink ball test match, and we've got a 2-day practice game against I think Prime Minister 11. So I think there's going to be enough time for us to prepare for the pink ball test match, and it's going to be exciting. I think that is something which a lot of people actually look forward to, because it's a new thing, and obviously it's a great venue to play pink ball test match as well. See, the thing is, he had played a first-class game against Assam, and he did reasonably well in that game. So we all thought that I think he's had enough bowling under his belt rather than just sending him and playing him another first-class game. I think for us, I think it is important for our fast bowlers to be fresh as well. It's going to be a long tour. It's going to be a 5-test match series. So the bowling coach and the physios and the trainers thought that he's had enough under his belt, and that was one of the reasons. What difference does it make? Tell me, social media, what difference does it make in my life and or for that matter, anyone's life? And when I took up this job, I always knew that it's got to be a highly difficult job and highly prestigious job as well. And honestly, I don't think as if I'm feeling the heat, because my job is to be absolutely honest, and there are some incredibly tough people in that dressing room who's achieved some great things for the country and will continue to achieve some great things for the country. So it's an absolute honor to be coaching them and coaching India. See, the challenge, the first and foremost challenge is obviously the conditions. Because when you play back home in India as compared to when you play in Australia, obviously the conditions are completely different. So that is one of the challenge which we all feel, be it the support staff or be the players as well. And I think 10 days, if we can get good, proper preparation before the start of the series, I think we're going to be in really good shape. And we've got a lot of experienced players who've been to Australia a lot many times. So obviously their experience will come in handy for the young players as well. So I'm sure, I think these 10 days are going to be very crucial, but come 22nd morning, I think we should be absolutely ready and ready to fire from ball one. Obviously the learnings is that we accept that we were outplayed. I'm not going to sit here and defend. I think we were outplayed in all the 3 departments. They were more professional, and we accept that. And I think the criticism what we are receiving, I think we take it with both hands, and we keep moving forward, keep getting better every day. And when you talk about being hands-on, I think my relationship with Rohit has been incredible. I think the thing is, we've 3 test matches before, we had an incredible test match in Kanpur as well. So I know that we haven't played our best cricket, but it doesn't change anything. That Australia is a new series, Australia is a new opponent, and we go out there thinking that we're going to definitely try and win that series. I think we've picked the best squad who can do the job for us. I think Nitish Reddy, we all know that how incredibly talented he is, and if given an option, he will deliver for us. And it's also about moving forward, and I feel that this is the best set of players what we have selected to do the job for the country. Yeah, because there are times when you go with the experienced players as well. I think, and that is the quality of a man, that he can actually bat at the top of the order, he can bat at number 3, and he can actually bat at number 6 as well. So you need quite a lot of talent to be doing these kind of jobs as well, and he's kept wickets in one-day format as well. So imagine how many countries have players like KL who can actually open the batting and can bat at number 6 as well. So I feel that if needed be, I think he can do the job for us, especially if Rohit is not available for the first test match. I can't let you know about the playing 11. Obviously, you're going to keep asking me these questions, but the point is that we will try and get the best combination possible who can do the job for us in Perth. And be it Shubman opening the batting or Ishwaran or KL, I think that all depends on that what we feel is the right combination. What does Ponting has to do with Indian cricket? I think you should think about Australian cricket, and more importantly, I've got no concerns whatsoever for Virat and Rohit. I think they are incredibly tough men. They've achieved a lot for Indian cricket, and they will continue to achieve a lot in future as well. I think for me, the most important thing is that they still work really hard, and they're still passionate. They still want to achieve a lot more, and that is something which is very important. The hunger in that dressing room is incredibly important for me and for the entire group of people as well in that in that dressing rooms, and I feel there's a lot of hunger, and especially after what has happened in the last series. See, we don't control the wickets what they give. It's their wish, whatever they want to dish us with, and we are absolutely ready to play on any kind of conditions, and we've got all the bases covered. So what difference does it make whether they give us turning track, bouncy tracks, green wickets? I think we got to still go out there and do the job and play to our potential and play our best cricket. And if we all know that if we play to our potential and if we play our best cricket, we can defeat anyone on any given wicket. I think if you see, we've got quality. We've got two guys who can hit the deck really hard. We've got Prasid who's tall, Harshit is tall. We've got Akashdeep, Siraj and Bumrah. All five guys have got different skill sets, and that is something that makes our fast bowler attack really, really potent. And I feel that I think given the opportunity, these guys will do the job for the team. You guys only criticized when we picked Washington Sundar out of nowhere. You guys, everyone was writing about that. How come we picked Washington Sundar? I think it's always good when a young player comes in, be it Dhruv Jurel, who's done really well against England, be it Washington Sundar. It's great for Indian cricket because these guys are the future for Indian cricket as well. So it is really encouraging when you talk about young players. Not at all. I think it's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do. I think it's his ability. It was all about giving him the right number and backing him. I think ultimately it's his hard work, what he's doing for Indian cricket. It's just the start. It's not the end. Hopefully he can continue taking this form forward. And for me, I think the good sign is that some of the young players are really coming through, and which is always healthy and good for Indian cricket. Look, the only conversation I've had with be it the seniors, be it the experienced players or the youngsters is to keep Indian cricket ahead of any other thing, to keep the team ahead of their personal milestones, because that is what team sport is all about, and that is how team sport is meant to be played. And I'm sure that is something that will continue to happen in future as well. We will keep having the same conversation. It's about the team first ideology, philosophy as compared to any other thing. And the smallest of things will make a huge difference when you start talking about thinking about the team, be it a spell where you have to be boring at times, be it that unbelievable catch or playing the session. So all these things, when you start thinking about the team ahead, I think all the other things can take a back seat. And that is something which we will keep talking to the youngsters and everyone in that dressing room, because that is how we want to be seen as, absolutely selfless and more importantly absolutely positive. That's part of my job. I can't help it. That's up to ICC and BCCI to decide. For me, I think whatever it is in front of me, we're going to try and give our best. And I'm not going to say that okay, it's idle, it's not idle, but that's the way life is. And that's not only with Indian cricket, that's with a lot of other teams as well. Look at Australia. Australia is playing 3 T20s ahead of the 5 test matches as well. But it's not only about Indian cricket, it's about most of the other teams as well. Bumrah is the vice captain, so obviously he will, if Rohit is not available, he's going to lead it in Perth. Look, honestly, I'm not even thinking that the team is in transition and all that kind of stuff. The only thing that is there at the moment in my mind is we go to Australia to play 5 test matches. And I've said it that there are some incredibly tough people in that dressing room who are going to achieve a lot of good things in future as well. So you guys can keep talking about the transition and all that stuff. For me, I think they're still very hungry, and till the time they're very hungry, I'm sure that they've got a lot of fire to achieve a lot of success for the nation, and you should never doubt their passion for the country. So I feel that transition or no transition, those things can happen, and those things will keep happening in Indian cricket, but at the moment I think it's the 5 test matches that are important.